From Cancun.
From Cancun. Literally last day of our anniversary trip, 18 years.
18 years.
To Cancun. We stayed at Breathless Resort, so we're gonna do a review for the Breathless Resort. So it's officially Breathless Soul Cancun, because I think there's 2 to 3 different Breathlesses in this area. So babe, what was your overall thoughts of the room?
The overall review of the room was very nice. It was very cleaned every day, or they cleaned it very well every day. We had an amazing view of the ocean from our balcony. Yes, plenty of storage. I thought the rain shower was pretty cool, although I don't really use the rain shower because I don't like water just running on my head like that. But I know that's his fave, one of his favorites. Yeah, overall the room was nice to me.
Yeah, I like the room. It's pretty pretty good comparable to the other brands. I mean, Breathless is a part of the Secrets Dreams hotel brand, so it's pretty comparable to the ones that we were in the DR and Jamaica.
Comparable or better?
I would say comparable, but this one might be, I think it's a little bit more better. This is Breathless Resort is a newer resort, so the technology in here is you know, more advanced than the other ones that we stayed in. Like they have like the shower is like a button that you press and to let down the shade. There's like an iPad that controls, like, you know, you can order food from there, you can look at your balance from there. You know, there's a lot of buttons that turn stuff on and off that we just kind of had to figure out. So I think it is an upgrade, and we are in the XL Junior Suite, oceanfront. So it had the jacuzzi on the patio. That was pretty cool.
Well, in case y'all don't know, the XL is considered their preferred guest. So it's a little more than what the regular rooms are.
So yeah, overall the room was pretty good. Yeah, that's it.
So the overall resort I think was cool. Probably I would say my favorite of the resort would probably be like the different pools. I am a swimmer, so if I could be in the water every day, then I would be. Only thing I did not like about the pools is they were a little warmer than I have been, you know, the other pools I've been in. So you didn't really get to cool down because the water was warm. And I don't believe they were heated pools. I just think they were heated from the sun. I wish that they had more shows on the resorts. They had a little bit of shows, but it wasn't like nothing like what we have experienced in the past, which I would have expected to have similar shows. And when I say shows, I'm meaning like whole performances of like maybe they had like a 70s, 80s party.
Flower power.
Yeah, flower power, but it was, you know, for the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And so I think like if somebody actually was performing those kind of songs and like maybe dancing and dressed like them and stuff like that, like I feel like that would have been a lot more fun than just watching someone skating around on some skates on the cement. The food that we had was pretty good too. I don't really have any complaints about like what we ate. I really liked having the preferred guest experience. There was private check-in that we could do. And so with the private check-in, like this room that it was in, we got to go in there every day, all day. And then also they had like little finger foods that you can go in every day, all day and get up until about 11 p.m.
Yeah, I think for me, the hotel overall, I think the hotel was built they said that it was built 2022 and they built it during the pandemic. It's a beautiful resort. It was pretty. The decor was pretty cool. I mean, they had like bird paintings on like the main lobby area. I don't know if the bird painting has anything to do with. I don't know if that's their concept. I don't know, but I mean, overall, it was pretty, you know, clean. Like she said, I like having the VIP room or the preferred guest room where we can go in and like lounge. It's like a lounge a little bit. As preferred guest or XL, you also have access to the private pool, which is on the top floor of the preferred building. It was a quiet pool area. The other pool So they had another pool that was on the other building top, where they did most of like the parties. They had a live DJ from up until like 5 p.m. They had food up there. What's that?
1 to 5.
Oh, about 1 to 5 p.m. And then they had the lower pool on the very bottom, and it was somewhat quiet, right?
Yeah, it was probably more chill.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. They also had, access to the beach, and they had a guard standing, or a guard or a representative who's like checking your room number, going in and out just to make sure that you're a part of the resort. And then actually when you go on the beach, you have, they'll come out and ask you if you wanted drinks as well. So that was pretty cool. We didn't have to necessarily bring stuff out. They would bring it to you, and then you just have access to the beach as well. The beach area here is pretty decent, but there was like some seaweed, that was pretty prevalent. But there were some areas where you could swim at, and it was pretty blue and all that kind of stuff. The locals have access to the same beach as well, so you have to be comfortable being with the locals, and that was cool with us. So yeah, overall, they had a club here that was pretty cool. So overall, I think the resort's pretty nice. The restaurants here at Breathless, we didn't get to eat at all of them, so we'll just speak to the ones that we were able to. We wanted to do the hibachi or the Asian fusion, but you had to reserve it like on the day that you wanted to at 10 a.m. Because they had a limited space. So we didn't get a chance to experience the hibachi, but we did experience the Asian fusion food. And I thought it was pretty decent. I had like some Korean chicken, some fried rice, and like some miso soup or sour soup. That was pretty decent.
Asian fusion, I'm not really like a Asian food kind of person. But what I had was okay. I ended up getting a sushi roll. I don't even know if you really want to call it sushi because it wasn't raw. It was a roll that had fried shrimp and cream cheese in it, and I believe cucumber. And they called it the Breathless Roll, and it had eel on the top. So I tried a little piece of the eel. I don't know if that's something I would eat often, but it was okay. And then I had Asian wings, is that what they call them?
The Korean wings, Korean Asian.
The flavor of them was good, and the meat was falling off the bone. The skin of the chicken was too slimy, and so I don't like that. I like my skin to be hard or well done, I guess. What?
All right, next we're going to talk about the Pante restaurant, which is the Mexican restaurant. Overall, I thought it was okay. They didn't actually have like a taco. You think if you're in Mexico, serve me up a taco, man. I want to taste a taco, man. They ain't had no tacos, but they have fajitas. So I had fajitas, and then I forgot, what did I have for I forgot what my appetizer was. What did I have as an appetizer?
It was some kind of pepper, right?
Oh, I had like a poblano pepper with like pork stuff on top of it. It's pretty decent. What about your picante?
I had the tortilla soup, which was different because when I've had tortilla soup before, it's more of a broth. This one was like tomato based. It was okay. It was seasoned. And so I also had, what did I have? Oh, I had fajitas as well. Those were okay. Like the chicken, I had chicken. It was pretty seasoned. Yeah.
We also tried the Italian restaurant. I had the lasagna, and then I had as an appetizer like this beef. What was it called? The little raw beef that I thought was raw.
Prosciutto or something like that.
I had the beef prosciutto, and like my mind just said, "You eating raw meat?" And I cannot do it. I cannot do it. So I sent that back, and they sent me out like a little salad with like
it was little.
it was a little salad, but it was okay. I had lasagna for my main meal. It was okay. I would have liked to have more red sauce. I don't remember seeing a lot of red sauce. I remember seeing like cheese and then meat, but it was pretty decent.
So the Italian would have probably been my favorite restaurant. It was the most flavorful. Whatever I had, everything I had was amazing. My main meal was shrimp shrimp fettuccine Alfredo, and that was really good, very seasoned, very, very, very well. I'm a foodie, so I appreciate when my food is seasoned how it needs to be seasoned. So that absolutely was my favorite meal.
We tried a restaurant called Fishnets for lunch. It was pretty decent. I'm trying to remember what I had for appetizer. I had like these shrimp. What did I have? Shoot, I don't even remember what I had for appetizer. I can't remember what I had for my appetizer. I think I took a picture of it though, or a video of it. So look for that. I'll post that somewhere here. But for my entree, what did I have for my entree? Oh, I had shrimp tacos for my entree. They were pretty good. They were fried shrimp. It's pretty flavorful, pretty tasty. I put like the pico on it, and that gave it a little bit as well.
I thought my food there was pretty good too. I think they call it fish fingers, so it just looked like a little fish stick with this little sauce they had on the side. That was pretty good. And I also had fish tacos. So anytime I go anywhere tropical, I do like to eat a lot of seafood. Yeah, but overall, I thought that restaurant was pretty good.
We tried the Steakhouse. We actually, because of our limited time we had here, we tried like 2 restaurants like per night just to get a feel of them. But the Steakhouse was pretty good. I had a prime rib. The prime rib had very good flavor, but I don't know if it was actually a real cut of prime rib. The meat was more like a lighter colored meat, and it was a lot of fat, but it's not what I'm used to in a prime rib. But it had flavor, but it was just a lot of fat. So yeah, it was pretty flavorful, but I don't know if it was real prime rib or if it was just a slice of meat that was next to the fat.
Ditto.
Same. So yeah, Bare Buns is pretty much like a outdoor grill, local. They sell a lot of they have a lot of Americanized foods, chicken, cheeseburgers. They did have like chicken shawarma that was rotating on a thing to cook it.
I think that was for because they had nachos too.
Oh, yeah, nachos, stuff like that. The burger, I had a burger and it was very good, very flavorful. Go get a burger. Go get a burger, please. Just go get that. The fries are pretty good. They put the lemon pepper on there. It was, that was pretty amazing.
Yep, I like the burger. I've been into the burger. I always look at my food. And I can actually see the seasoning in the burger. The fries were pretty good. I'm not really a lemon pepper lover, but they were, fries with lemon pepper. Chicken wings were okay. Those probably could have used some seasoning, honestly. But they had hot sauce, so put a little bit of that on there, and I'm not a hot sauce lover either, so overall it was okay.
The other restaurant that we tried was the Barefoot Grill, right? And that was on the lower level, near the lower level pool. I just saw pizza there.
Yeah, and they only had pizza and it was okay. And everybody who knows me, they know I love pizza. Pizza was just okay, and I only ate it one time that we were here. So typically, I would have went back multiple times for pizza, but it was okay.
The buffet, I believe they stop. So they have breakfast buffet and lunch buffet, and one time they had buffet at night, but I think they closed down the buffet and transform it into the Mediterranean restaurant. I think it's the Mediterranean restaurant and maybe the other.
But the Mediterranean wasn't even
open.
The whole time we were here.
The breakfast buffet was pretty standard. What you would see at a Breathless or Secrets resort that's somewhere tropical. You have your assortment of tropical fruits. You have your salad bar. You have your omelet bar. They had was that like a taco bar where they were?
Yeah, they had I think what it said was it was a quesadilla.
Quesadilla bar. And then they had your waffles and pancakes and stuff like that. Cereals. They had a meat section where they were cutting up chicken in the morning. And then, like I said, cereals, oatmeals, pretty much anything you can have over there. But the food was pretty decent. You can make your own customized omelet. That was pretty decent. Waiter service You know, they bring you coffee and water and whatever kind of juices you may want.
Breakfast in the buffet, I liked it. I pretty much got the same thing every day. I love French toast, so I like the French toast here. The scrambled eggs was pretty good.
For the when we had dinner, I think we had dinner at the buffet because they had closed one of the restaurants, so they had the buffet open for dinner. And that one night, I had tried some of the food. I just was grabbing like chicken and grabbing a little piece of steak here and there, and the food wasn't that good until I tried like this chicken soup. I'm gonna put the name on there. I took a picture of the name. It's like an XO something soup, and that soup was amazing. I'm gonna try to figure out how to make it. I didn't see it anymore. Like I kept looking like, are they gonna have this any of the other nights? But they didn't have that soup. But that soup was amazing.
My buffet dinner was not great. That actually kind of like helped lower my expectations of the food here, because that was the first night here. So it was like in my head, I'm like, oh, we might not have great food here. So it kind of helped me lower the expectations. So when I did try something that was good, I was like, oh yeah, like this is good.
All right. The next thing we're gonna talk about is they had a barbecue outdoor barbecue night. I think it was the second night that we were here. They had like a XL preferred side outdoors, and then they had like a non-preferred seating area. And I get the feeling that our side had like more premium kind of meats and stuff.
Yeah.
So they had a lot. So they were barbecuing the food out there. So they had like grilled chorizo, grilled pork, steak, chicken, mahi stuff over there. They had like different kind of like, it was kind of reminds you of like a Brazilian steakhouse with like a Mexican flavor feel or something like that. I thought my favorite food from that was the chorizo sausage. I love chorizo. And the chorizo here looked different because it was like almost like a dark purple color. You know what I'm saying? And it was very, very good, very flavorful. It had a smoky taste to it, and I loved it. I ate it up.
I thought the barbecue was pretty good. I'm a sides person, so I'd rather have sides over meat. So they had some mashed potatoes that were amazing. And they had like some grilled corn, or I would say probably more like smoked, because it had the smoke flavor in the corn that was really good. I think overall, like, I liked the experience of the barbecue. I did like that they kind of sat people with other people, so that was cool. You know, because when you go to resorts, you kind of typically you would make friends with other people on the resort. But I think that night I wasn't feeling too good too.
The last restaurant that we tried was the XL Club breakfast on the roof.
It's called Silk.
Oh, Silk City.
Silk City, which was the Asian fusion restaurant. They had from 7 to 11 every day. The preferred guests can go up to that restaurant and have breakfast there. And that breakfast to me was really good. The eggs were very good. All my food was good, so I didn't have a complaint or anything. I had a really, really good mimosa with mango. Yeah.
Yeah, I had an omelet. The omelet was pretty good. The bacon, sausage, all that stuff was pretty good. So, thumbs up. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the staff. I think I would say compared to the other resorts that we've been to in Jamaica and the DR, the staff they were just okay. Some of them were very, very friendly. Some of them did go out of their way to make sure that you had a good stay. I did not like. So this is a vacation resort, and we would expect for folks to want to show us like a presentation, like a timeshare presentation, and we bought our package, not timeshare package, but we bought our resort straight up. And then they want to say, hey, you know, if you take a 2-hour presentation, then we'll give you like coupons off of like wine and off of like, you know, your trips and stuff like that. And we're only staying here for 4 nights, 5 days, so we have limited time, and we don't want to like that to impede on our time. Like, we're here for a short time, and then like being haggled, and then them trying to pressure you, and we've been through that before, and we just didn't want to do that this time. So, but what was very annoying is every day pretty much you had to walk past the area where the timeshare folks were, and every day they would ask you, hey, do you want to get a tour? Hey, do you want to get a massage? Hey, do you want to do, and it's like every day you're telling them no. And we didn't experience that at the other secrets. So it was just too much. Like, we're on vacation and we're just trying to relax, not be haggled, and I just thought it was overboard.
I agree. I think like once you tell them no, like it should be no. They ain't like they don't know that you've been in the resort for a while. Like the guy asked, you know, today, like, when you guys leave? And I was like, today. And he says, we can do a Speedy Gonzalez. We can do a Speedy Gonzalez tour. And I was like, no thanks. And then he said something else again. I'm like, no thanks. And then he said something else again. I was like, no. So like they most definitely do not take no as an answer.
Like, start not off. You kind of gotta walk away.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta be rude and walk away. So.
Yeah. I would say like the staff overall, like they were okay. I was expecting for them to be a little more involved with the guests, I guess. So like when we went to the Dominican and we went to Jamaica, like they knew my name. They knew my name. They were very friendly. At the other places, but under the same umbrella. So you would think that across the board they will all be the same in that aspect, like making sure like customers are comfortable and stuff. Some of the workers here, I feel like, I'm just here to go to work. Like, I don't feel like this today. Like, they kind of had that, you know, look on their faces. So, yeah.
And then like overall, like this resort, so if you're thinking about coming here, I would probably say if you're between like 25 to maybe 50 or 45.
Probably younger, babe. But there was like, it had to be 18-year-olds.
It wasn't a lot of 18-year-olds here though. That I could tell. But I'm trying to say, what age group would you recommend this hotel for?
21 and up.
So what?
Well, I mean, we've seen people older than 50 too. So it just...
So I'm gonna give my opinion. If you're like, okay, I would say 21 to maybe 50. This like if you want like a party atmosphere, not a lot of like entertainment, but a lot of like club music, a lot of like house music. I get the feeling that you gotta kind of figure stuff out on your own, even just like where stuff is, even like in the room. It's like not a lot of directions. Like, how do you turn the light on? What's this button for? You kind of gotta just try stuff to see what works.
Well, the guy when he brought us up to our room though, he did say like, you guys just have to, you know, play around with the lights and stuff and figure out how they work.
Right. So if you're used to getting instructions on how to do stuff, like you're gonna have to figure out how, you know, maybe they expect a younger crowd to just figure it out versus like, hey, I'm old, I don't got time, just give me the instructions. How do I turn this light on? How do I turn, you know what I'm saying? And even just like where stuff was located at, because you had like restaurants on different floors, pools on different floors, and it's like, it just seemed like, although they had an app, they had like an app that you could look on and it'll show you where the thing was. But it's like, okay, what floor is it at in that location? Is it on the first floor, the second floor, outside? So I feel that it could have been like more instructions, like what's this restaurant? Like what's this area? What's that? What are they doing over there? I kind of feel like we kind of had to discover stuff. So I think like 21 to 50, party atmosphere, like music, loud music. At nighttime, they're out there loud. This is for you. If you want a quiet place, unless you stay on the preferred side and stay on the top pool, it may not be for you. If you may want to go to like a Secrets or something like that. But if you want like a party atmosphere, you know, this is for you. Okay? So yeah, so overall, I would come back here. Would you come back?
I will come back.
Yeah, I would come back. You know, we no other complaints. Just just like I said, just a few things. And this is a newer hotel, so they're still trying to probably figure it out. I mean, but that's pretty much it for this resort.